We'll be getting going any moment here. It's really hard to resist making a joke about this class being late, but they're making their way over to the PC and we should be rolling here in a minute. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to get this event started. We'll do so. Will you please welcome the Mancos School District's graduating class of 2024. If you will please rise again, remove cover, and sing along while the Mancos Blue Jays band plays our national anthem. The flag is in the back right corner. Let's give a big round of applause and thanks to Mr. Soletta and the Blue Jay Band. My apologies for the flag. We thought this year would be a great idea and look really nice to have the curtains back there. That's what we get for having good ideas. Okay, I'd like to start by first thanking those that joined me here on the stage for all their hard work and dedication, help make our school district the best it can be and better every day as we move forward. Thank you to our superintendent and school board, Mr. Todd Corddry, Emily Hutchison Brown, Mr. Victor Figueroa, Ms. Rachel McWhirter, Mr. Craig Benally, and Mr. Tim Hunter. Thank you to our administrative staff, our Dean of Students, Josh Gardner, and our senior class sponsors, Mr. Will Custer and Ms. Sarah Hart. I would also like to thank all of our teaching staff, maintenance staff, custodial staff, nursing staff, aka one, Nurse Sharon, paraprofessionals, substitutes, food service staff, transportation staff, central office staff, BOCES staff, athletic coaches, and community members that can all contribute to the growth and development of all of our amazing students. Good evening, graduates. Good afternoon. Graduates, students, the Board of Education, administration, teachers, parents, and friends. We are very excited that you are all here to share in this celebration of achievement and the accomplishments of the 39 fine members of the graduating class of 2024. Whether you are a mother, a father, grandma, grandpa, an aunt, uncle, mentor, or friend, we are here graduating these amazing Mancos Blue Jays today because of all of you. Graduates, you have all reached a great milestone in your lives for which you are recognized here today. And you've had the great fortune to do that in a community that is strong, caring, and supportive. While some of you may leave this community for some time and some may not, never let it leave you. You've been blessed with a strong foundation on which to build upon. Now it is time to design and build something that is truly a representation of who you want to be and how you want to be remembered. Build it with passion and care so that it becomes a true reflection of the unique individual that each of you are. When I look at this group of individuals in front of me, I see talent, skill, drive, and personality. Some big personalities. I see thinkers, doers, artists, musicians, athletes, comedians, strong people with warm hearts and beautiful minds. I'd like to share a quote from an author that has always fueled my spirit and captured what I feel to be the essence of life and living. Ralph Waldo Emerson, among many great things, once said, "Do not go where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail." It may seem like a nearly impossible task to blaze a new trail at this point in human history, with so many things conquered, invented, innovated, or refined. But do not look at it that way. People have been doing school for millennia. And I can say with firsthand experience that each of you have done it differently than anyone else because each of you are unique to any other. And that is your key. You already have it to leave a new trail behind you. Whatever career path you choose, trust your unique way of seeing and doing it. And believe me, you will change something about the world. Sticking with the idea of paths, another message that I feel is important for you to hear for your next stage in life is that there is no rule that says once you're on a path that you cannot explore another. Some of you may be lucky enough to find the path that truly gives you joy in life very quickly. Maybe some of you already have. But if you don't, and you've truly explored one path enough to know that it doesn't fulfill you, listen to your heart when another one does. This should not be misunderstood to mean that you should jump from path to path without giving it your all, dedicating time to truly know it, and deciding if it is the one for you, but rather to listen to the fire that burns inside of all you. Trust that if something is pulling you towards or pushing you away from it, that it deserves some attention. If you choose to dedicate yourself to one path and one path only, be sure to pay close attention to the little things every day and how they make every day new and unique. An ancient Greek philosopher once said that the only thing constant in life is change. And he compared our existence to the flow of a river, saying that you could not step into the same river twice. Perhaps one of the biggest disservices you can do to yourself is to stop seeing all the little things that make each day special. The words people say, the things they do, the natural beauty that surrounds you, the joy, the pain, and the gift you've been given to experience life. Now, I always do my homework when I'm asked to tasked with something like an important speech. And as I did that for today, I came across a lot of recommended themes that seemed a bit cliche to me. Things like chasing dreams, unlimited potential, and new beginnings. Those are all real, true, well and good for you as you take the next step in life. And I also felt like you deserve a final message that's something more real, more personal. So I thought about the people that I appreciate, people who have achieved what I consider to be success in life, and what it is about them that makes me feel the way I do. The best word I can describe it with is character. So this is the message I would personally like to pass along to you as you begin to chase dreams and start new beginnings. When someone asks you what you do for a living, before telling them that you are a carpenter or a doctor or a mechanic or a stand-up comedian, say to them, "What do I do? I work hard, I take pride in my work, and I treat people well." As you grow through adulthood, you'll experience joy, pain, celebration, and heartbreak, and it will be your strength of character, not your degrees, your bank account, or your career path that will determine how well you endure, enjoy, and learn from your experiences. No matter how large or small of an impact you make on the world at large, in the end, it will be those closest to you that really matter, and they will know and love you for your character. I see great potential in all of you to develop into adults with exceptional character. And it has truly been my honor to watch that begin and grow here in Mancos schools. Finally, I surveyed parents to see if there was a common message that most of them might have for you today. And there was a message that was the clear winner. Get out of the house. I made that up. Okay, I'd like to introduce the graduation speaker for this year's graduating class. An educator for 20 years and a Mancos secondary school teacher for 18 of those years. She was this class's freshman and sophomore English teacher, and she told me that what she remembers most about this class is lively circle-up discussions about whether cereal is considered soup, acting out scenes from Romeo and Juliet, and getting them to stop talking when it was her turn. Not an easy task. Her reach across campus spans widely through roles such as middle school and high school teacher, Knowledge Bowl leader and coach, National Honor Society leader, PBL director, and supporter / the one who knows stuff about everything for just about all of our high school and middle school programming. This brief introduction only scratches the surface of many and amazing contributions that this person that I respect and admire so much does for our students and our district. I'm so glad that this group of students has chosen, and I get to introduce Mrs. Adian Farrar.
Good afternoon. See if I'm ready for this. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculty, Board of Education, proud parents, and most importantly, the exceptional graduates of Mancos High School, I am honored to stand here in front of you today. Today is a momentous occasion marking the culmination of years of hard work, perseverance, and dedication to your dreams and your future. These days are times of celebration, reflection, and of course, advice. As I was preparing to write this speech, I sought inspiration. I thought about the most famous and well-known examples of commencement addresses and advice essays, and I remembered Steve Jobs, former CEO of Apple, delivering his viral commencement address to the 2005 graduating class of Stanford, in which he spoke about love, death, and following your gut. I thought about the 1997 advice column, Everybody's Free to Wear Sunscreen, which became a popular spoken word song and video and begins, advice, like youth, is probably just wasted on the young, and strongly encourages you to wear sunscreen, which I agree with. We should all wear sunscreen. But my favorite quote unquote speech, the one that holds a special place in my heart and my memory, the one I think about when I think about Mancos, is Dr. Seuss's Oh, the Places You'll Go. This well-known book was published in 1990, which is coincidentally the year I graduated high school. I think I associate Seuss's incredible book with Mancos because of our elementary's long-standing tradition of Dr. Seuss Day. It is fitting, then, that his words form the basis of my guidance for you today. The book begins in a quite traditional way, by celebrating the accomplishment of graduation and anticipating the excitement of the future. He writes, "Congratulations, today is your day. You're off to great places, you're off and away." This is pretty familiar territory here. All of our graduates are going off and away, both metaphorically and physically. Some of you are going to four-year colleges. Some of you are going to community colleges. Some of you are going to trade schools, some into military, and some of you will be joining the workforce. No matter where you're going, you're off to great places. What I think makes this book special, however, is not only that sense of exhilaration at what the future holds, but also the acknowledgement that life has bang-ups and hang-ups that happen to all of us. Dr. Seuss reminds us that life is a balancing act of those times of wonder and those times of despair. And that not only is this okay, it's a normal part of our collective human experience. Those ups and downs don't make us bad people. They don't make us losers. They don't make us any less of a person. They simply make us human. Our ups and downs are what connect us to all other human beings. Towards the middle of the book, Dr. Seuss reminds us, you won't lag behind because you'll have the speed. You'll pass the whole gang and you'll soon take the lead. Wherever you fly, you'll be best of the best. Wherever you go, you'll top all the rest. Except when you don't, because sometimes you won't. In life, indeed, there are capital G great places, but there are also capital B bumps and capital S slumps. When these bumps and slumps occur, it is important to remember in life those people who can help. Sometimes that's a family member or a friend. It could be a religious or spiritual leader. It could be a former teacher or coach. It could be a healthcare professional or a friend. Reach out knowing that there is nothing wrong with you. Reach out knowing that we've all been there too. Reach out knowing that life is a roller coaster, not a merry-go-round. It takes courage to ride a merry-go-round, or it takes courage to ride a roller coaster, and it takes courage to ask for help. What I want to encourage you to do is take care of your mental health. To paraphrase another commencement speaker, your mental health is everything. It's more important than letters after your name, likes on your Instagram feed, or money in the bank. It's more important than Teslas or red-bottom shoes or what people think about you. There is no health or success without mental health. Protect it at all costs. Protect it at all costs. That's easier said than done, right? How do you protect your mental health? Here's what I've found works for me. Spend time outdoors. Let sunlight touch your skin. Remember the sunscreen because burns are nobody's friend. Walk, run, exercise. Make your body sweat. Cultivate healthy relationships. Allow money to be a tool for you. Don't be a tool for money. Work at something that brings you joy, not just a paycheck. Figure out your passions and develop those. Learn about yourself. Are you the kind of person who needs to be around people to recharge your batteries, or do you need time to be alone? And when you figure that out, do that. But don't forget to also spend time alone and spend time with others. Take care of your community, take care of your family, take care of yourself. Graduates, as you embark on this new chapter of your lives, remember the exhilarating sense of possibility captured in Dr. Seuss's whimsical verses. Remember what makes you happy, and remember what makes you human. You stand on the brink of a vast and boundless world, brimming with opportunities and adventures yet to be discovered. Make no mistake, the road ahead will be filled with twists and turns, challenges and triumphs, moments of uncertainty and clarity. Yet it is precisely these experiences that will shape you, mold you, and ultimately propel you toward your dreams. As you set forth on this grand adventure, remember that success is not measured solely by the destinations you reach, but by the journey itself, the lessons learned, the friendships forged, the moments cherished. For, in the immortal words of Dr. Seuss, will you succeed? Yes, you will indeed. 98.75% guaranteed. Congratulations, graduates, on this momentous achievement. May your futures be bright, your adventures grand, and your hearts forever filled with the spirit of possibility. Your mountain is waiting. Get on your way. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Farrar. Shall I have him turn the heat on? Okay, moving on to really focus in on our students. I would now like to invite up to the stage our salutatorian. Please welcome the class of 2024 salutatorian, Miss Samantha Simmons.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculty, honored guests, and my fellow graduates. First and foremost, I want to thank all of the teachers, staff, and parents for tirelessly supporting us throughout our journey for the past 12 years. Your dedication, guidance, and patience have shaped us into the individuals we are today. As many people as I want to thank right now, that would take hours. So with all of my heart, I thank each and every one of you. Now let's move on to the speech. I know how much everyone hates long speeches, so I'll try and keep this short. It was only a week ago that I found out I had to come up with a speech to say in front of a room full of people. I had no clue what to say. All I've been thinking about for the last week was what I was going to be saying in this moment and what I was going to be wearing in this moment. I thought hard about what I wanted to say because the competitive part of me wanted to have the best speech. Sorry, Mandy. Sorry, Miss Farrar. The other part of me just wanted to say the right thing. I wanted to leave an impression on our class and say something that they will remember. I began thinking about what the most meaningful advice I want to take into college and outside of the comfort of my home. I concluded that memories are the most valuable thing a person can hold. There are 24 hours in a day, 1,440 minutes. You all are probably thinking, wow, Sam, good job. You just stated the obvious. But before you stop listening to me, let me break it down for you. 8 hours, 480 of the 1,440 minutes are spent sleeping. 480 minutes are spent at either work or school. 60 minutes are spent on morning and nightly routines. 90 minutes are spent eating. 45 minutes are spent commuting between various places. 30 minutes are spent doing chores. Without adding in every other daily activity, we're left with 1,245 minutes. That's only 3.5 hours left in the day. Now let me ask you a few questions. What kind of stories do you want to tell your children 20 years from now? How do you want to remember your life? Do you want to regret sitting on the couch instead of going out? Are you going to remember saying no or saying yes? Throughout my senior year, the most meaningful advice I received was 2 simple words: say yes. I was in the checkout line and the cashier asked me what my outfit was for. I told her it was for my graduation party. I remember her exact words. She said, "I'm about to graduate college next week, and the only advice I have for you is say yes. Say yes to making more memories. Say yes to everything you possibly can because college flies by faster than it seems possible. Never miss a chance to do something fun because college is stressful enough. So say yes. Unless it's dangerous or stupid, then say no." I knew as soon as the cashier said these words to me, I was going to live by this in college. I'm going to take every chance I get and make as many memories as possible. Graduates, I want all of you to reminisce on the last 12 years we have spent together. One of the most beautiful aspects of our time here is the collection of memories we hold close to our hearts. From sitting in class to cheering at sports events, from the nervous excitement of our first day of school to the bittersweet goodbyes we now face, each memory holds a special place in our hearts. These memories have not only defined our high school experience, but have also laid the foundation for chapters yet to come. Let us never forget the friendships made, the laughter shared, and the moments that have shaped us into the remarkable individuals we are today. This may be the last time we are all in a room together. How do you want to remember it? Take this time to make one last memory and absorb every moment. You never know when it's your last. Time flies by, so enjoy every moment because once you're done, all you're left with are memories. Before you know it, you'll be sitting at your college graduation. You see, memories are the currency of life. They enrich our experiences, shape our identities, and connect us to one another in ways that cannot be broken or left behind. While wealth may fade and power may weaken, the memories we hold will remain within our hearts forever. So seize every opportunity to create new memories. I know you're all probably tired of hearing me talk by now, so I'll get out of your ear. As I conclude, even if you weren't listening to the rest of my speech, I hope that you can listen for just a few more seconds. To my fellow graduates, I say this: as we step onto the world beyond these walls, I encourage you to live life to the fullest. Do something you never thought you would. Take a risk, go to that party, go on that date, make that memory. After all, what's the point of living if you aren't going to live? Why not enjoy every second of life you can while you still can? What's life without memories? Thank you.
One more round of applause for Miss Samantha Simmons. Thank you, Samantha. And now I would like to introduce and call up to the stage this year's valedictorian. Please welcome the class of 2024 valedictorian, Miss Mandy Peacock.
Listen, can you hear that? It's the heartbeat in your chest, beating with excitement for the adventures to come. It's the voiceless whispers, luring you away from home like a siren's song. It's the shaking in your breath, the nerves pulling air from your lungs. This anticipation is justified. After 13 or more long years of schooling, it is only fair for you to want to set off in pursuit of your new life. But don't get too far ahead of yourself. This home of ours has left its mark on each and every one of us, and us on it. From the paths we walked every day, to and from classes, to our internal clocks, reminding us to pack our bags before the school bells ring. From the blood, sweat, and tears that so many of our graduates have left on the courts and fields, to the trophies in those glass cases, marking the athletes as victors. From the bittersweet memories of Dustin, lost too soon, to the sheet that now claims the chair that he cannot. From the childlike desire to rent out a bouncy house, to the newfound freedom to do whatever you wish. Because this is just the beginning. This moment is our call to adventure. It may not be as exciting as an owl delivering an invitation to your window or a sly wizard marking your door, but it is an invitation to reinvent yourself nonetheless. We have the opportunity to create change. We may not be setting sail on the ocean for 20 years, fighting man-eating giants or a cycloptic son of Poseidon. Instead, may we find ourselves on ships or planes, protecting the country whilst learning camaraderie and discipline. We may not get bit by a spider that enables us to swing from skyscrapers and bridges, fighting superpowered enemies along the way. Instead, may we protect those dearest to us when nobody else can. We may not get caught up in a tornado that brings us to a land of yellow brick roads, accompanied by tin men, lions, or scarecrows. Instead, may we be full of love and emotion for those around us, brave enough to stand up for what we believe is right, and intelligent in critical moments. When life decides to change our plans, from the carefully defined to the haphazard collection of ideas, I know that we will turn out all right. My confidence stems from the capabilities of our mentors, from the teachers of our core classes to our coaches, from our family members to our friends. We have been provided the tools that will allow us to be the heroes of our own lives. Our future road of trials is likely to be complex, and some may find it more difficult to get through than others. But with new and old allies accompanying us, we will eventually be rewarded for our efforts. The reward can be whatever you set your heart towards. Is it a career in healthcare, providing for those that need your skills and empathy? Or is it working heavy machinery, creating homes for families to move into and join this beautiful community? Perhaps you'll choose to create. Will it be music that flows from your instrument into others' listening ears? Or will it be your painted canvases, hung upon a gallery wall, an expression of thoughts that words simply could not express? Regardless of our outcomes, I merely have one request. Will you set aside a special part in your mind that reminds you of this home? Maybe when you hear the mourning dove's lamentful song, you'll remember the morning recesses we once had. Maybe when you watch a sport that you too once participated in, you'll be reminded of the first points you scored. Maybe when you smell the rain that falls, cooling hot asphalt, you'll remember the puddles you jumped in when you were young. Maybe when you first bite into a pepperoni pizza, you'll remember the treat that pizza was within that noisy cafeteria. Maybe another's warm embrace in times of hardship will remind you of your parents, comforting you in the aftermath of a bad tumble from your bike. So, is our hero finally ready to set out into the world? Because Mancos will always be ready to accept you back into its arms. We're a family, after all, built brick by brick and answering how with together. Our journey begins now, so let us flip the page and begin this brand new chapter. Thank you.
There aren't many things harder to do than stand up in front of this many people as a young adult and sort of pour your heart out like that. So let's give one more round of applause to Mandy and Samantha. Thank you. Okay, is that time for our senior slideshow? This year's senior slideshow was produced by Miss Mandy Peacock with the assistance of Akima Kane. If those seated on the stage, actually this year, you're going to be sitting right there. We have a screen up here. So please enjoy the senior slideshow. Seniors, if you would now make your way to the stage as rehearsed to receive your diplomas. Nice and slow. If y'all want to get up and stretch for a moment, now would be a great time to do it. You got it. So I said, I'm going to welcome you guys if you're good to go. Okay, everyone, if please welcome the senior class sponsors for this year, Miss Sarah Carr and Mr. Will Custer. Read the names of the seniors.
Alex Hayden Anderson. Hayden's future plans are to continue in the workforce and acquire his personal trainer certification. Hayden would like to thank his family and friends for helping him to get through high school and his favorite teachers for making the experience what it was.
Wyatt Farr. Ryan plans to finish auto mechanic trade school at ACC and then get AFU certification. Wyatt would like to thank his mom and dad whose love and guidance shaped him into the person he is today. He says to them, "Thank you for everything you've done for me." He also thanks his amazing family for their love and encouragement and always cheering him on.
Nikolai Charlie. Nikolai's future plans are to get a master's degree in engineering and to lean into many interests that fascinate him. He plans to learn and lead in many ways while doing what he is passionate about. He also plans to be happy and fulfilled within his lifetime. Nikolai would like to thank all his family and friends that have been by his side and pushing him to become the person he aspires to be. He also wants to thank his aunt and close friend Semberlin Crossley. Without her, he thinks he wouldn't have made it this far. His hopes are that his friends and family can look to the future with him and see that life will be good with our hearts connected. God bless.
David Coleman Guilfoyle. John City from Northwest Kansas Community College, where he will study carpentry and compete in ref planes. Cole would like to thank his mothers for the endless love and support, his aunts and uncles, his grandparents, Grandma Vicky, Grandma Ann, Grandpa Don, Craig and Jennifer Pascal, his wrestling, football, and track coaches, his state championship football team, Kale, Chris, Brock, Andrew, Levi, Elliot, Caden, Brandon, Colton, Adam, and Caden for helping him succeed in winning a state wrestling championship.
Paxton Dennison. Braxton plans to attend Colorado Christian University in the Army ROTC program. Afterwards, he will attend a seminary school to acquire the skills to become a chaplain. Braxton's ultimate goal is to serve God and the United States. Braxton would like to thank his parents, Kristen and Justin Ritter, and Jeremy and Nicole Dennison, for the amazing life they have given him. He also thanks his siblings for the amazing memories, along with his close friends. He thanks his teachers and coaches, especially Mr. Dolly and Mr. Archer, and he thanks anyone who helped and encouraged him to strive for his goals. And lastly, Braxton wants to thank God and say 1 Corinthians 10:31.
Study criminology and psychology. After, she will join the FBI Academy to become an FBI profiler. Sophia would like to thank all of her friends for always showing her a good time and making high school manageable. She would also like to thank her parents for always letting her take a break and never pushing her too much. She would like to thank the school counselors for always helping and her boyfriend for always being there no matter what.
Dylan Eichner. Dylan plans to get his electoral apprenticeship and join the workforce to save money to buy property and travel. He would like to thank his parents for always pushing him and making him do the right thing, and for teaching him how to stand out for himself.
Chloe Andres. Chloe's future plans are to attend Colorado School of Mines, where she will pursue a degree in architectural engineering. She also plans to run a small stained glass business on the side where she will sell the pieces she makes. Chloe would like to thank her closest friends for always managing to make her smile, especially through the hard times. Her family for always showing up and supporting her through all of her decisions. Mr. Archer for pushing her to be her best self and helping her to learn perseverance and her love for running. Mr. Saletta for helping her realize her love for music. Ms. Farrar for all of the extra effort and support she has offered Chloe throughout high school. And most importantly for Kat April.
Ash Everett. Ash plans to continue into the workforce by working in the family business. Cash would like to thank his father, his mother, and his two brothers.
Clay Everett. Clay's future plans are to continue working alongside his dad, brothers doing excavation and dirt work. Clay would like to thank his mom and dad for supporting him and pushing him to finish to turn his assignment to mission. Next, he would like to thank his brothers and friends for keeping these last 4 years of graffiti.
Gaia Garilli. Gaia's future plans are to return to Italy to finish her last year of high school and then continue her studies at a university in Milan in the major of interior design, focusing on interior home furnishings. Gaia would like to start by thanking her host family who welcomed her and made her feel at home from the first moment she's been in the United States, for always supporting her, for making her live the most beautiful experience of her life, and sharing beautiful moments spent together. She wants to thank the friends who have been with her in this unforgettable year, and a person who, in short, time has become like a sister to her. She says, "Thank you, Lucia. You're my companion in adventures. I love you so much." And finally, Gaia thanks her mom from Italy, who has always believed in her and has been by her side from miles away all this year.
Logan's future plan is to go into the workforce. Logan would like to thank his mom, Bart, dad, Terry, Ava, and grandparents for always supporting him. He would also like to thank Anthony Messis for helping and supporting him.
Haley Higgins. Haley plans to attend Trinity Baptist College in Jacksonville, Florida to play volleyball. She will be furthering her education in political science. Then she plans to attend law school to become a lawyer. Haley thanks her mom and dad for always being there for her and being supportive through all of her sports. She would also like to thank her grandparents for always coming to all her games. She would like to thank all of her friends and especially her boyfriend Spencer for making sure that she does her schoolwork. She would also like to thank her coaches, Brianna, and Trey, for pushing her to be the best she can be.
Tanner Heights. Tanner plans to attend Lyman School at Colorado Mesa University. Tanner would like to thank his mom, dad, family, and friends for everything that they have done for him and for always being supportive.
Brock Immel. Brock's future plans are to attend Colorado Mesa University for a degree and to attend CMU's line worker program. Brock would like to thank his family, Tracy, Travis, and Tia. We would like to thank those who supported his crazy aspirations and goals, especially the boys.
Andrew Hyman. Andrew's future plans are to join Job Corps, to join Homeland Security, and to focus on saving up money and traveling far beyond Mancos. Andrew would like to experience and see as much as he can in his early years before he eventually settles down. Andrew would like to thank his mom, Alma, and his dad, Javier, for always putting up with his shenanigans, having his back, and making sure he never stopped. Andrew would also like to thank his siblings, Brian, Isis, and Evan, for always being reliable and fun, for keeping him on a straight path. Andrew would also like to thank his friends, Hayden, Dylan, Brock, and Cole, for being there since day one, and his lower classmate Holmes. He will miss y'all. Finally, Andrew would like to thank all of his great coaches he's had over the years, especially Alan and Gardner, for shaping him into a respectable young man.
Dakota Jones. Dakota's future plans are to take one more year of high school to get more knowledge of working in the real world. Dakota would like to thank her friends and family, especially her best friends.
Akima Kane. She plans to attend Western Colorado University, and she plans on pursuing a bachelor's degree in wildlife biology. Afterwards, she plans on working for Colorado Parks and Wildlife as either a park ranger or a wildlife conservationist. Akima would like to thank her family, friends, teachers, and coaches who have helped her along the way. She is grateful for the memories she has made and hopes to make many more. She would like to thank Mandy, Chloe, Sam, Haley, Sophie, and New for making senior year memorable and for being there to grow up with her. Akima would especially like to thank her parents. They taught her how to be a good person. She would like to thank her mom for always being there when she needed her, and her siblings for all their humor.
New Leg. New's future plans are visiting her family in Vietnam and then coming back to the US to attend college in Virginia to study and become a translator. She also wants to travel around the world after finishing her college degree. New would like to thank her beloved family for always encouraging her and supporting her in every decision. Her best host family for their generosity, kindness, and the wonderful time together. It was an amazing experience and a precious journey that she'll never forget. She also thanks the teachers of MHS for the patience and dedication for all the lessons that gave her a memorable exchange year. And she thanks her lovely friends for being a true source of comfort in her life and being there for her. She is so grateful to have you as friends.
Connor Lee. Connor, your plan was to go into real estate and to get rich fast. Connor would like to thank his mother for signing the papers for him to graduate early and for always keeping him in line. He'd like to thank his #1 supporter and wonderful fiance, Jacqueline, for always pushing him to be his best and to never give up. He would also like to thank his dad for making him the man he is, and he'd like to thank his homies Levi Martin and Josh Small for always having his back.
Raylyn Lyons. Raylyn plans to attend college in Tennessee, where she will get her doctorate in pediatric occupational therapy and help special needs children learn basic life skills. Raylyn wants to thank her mom and siblings for always being there, and her good friend Ryan, who never hesitated to be supportive and helpful. She thanks Miss Ramirez, Miss Krupa, and all the Mancos Elementary staff for their kind words and supportive attitudes. She also wants to thank her grandpa George, who can't be here today, for teaching her to always see the good in everyone and to always keep an open mind and open heart.
Levi Manning. Levi plans to enlist in the Navy to work in nuclear. Levi would like to thank his mom and dad and three sisters, Grace, Hope, and Faith, his best friend Braxton, and his girlfriend Tori for all of their efforts.
Levi Martin. Levi's future plans is to serve a mission for his church. Levi would like to thank his mom and dad for pushing him to do his best in sports and academics. He would also like to thank his coaches, Alan Matthews, Jared Wyatt, Ty, Travis White, Travis Greenlee, Justin Wyatt, and Josh Gardner. And finally, Levi would like to thank Catman for being his biggest role model.
Chris Medina. Planning to enter the workforce after high school. Chris would like to thank everyone who has been on this long journey with him. He would like to thank his grandpa Chris for always making an hour trip to watch him play sports every weekend. He would like to thank his grandma, his brothers Peyton and Anthony, and his girlfriend Piper. Next, Chris would like to thank his boys Brian, Darren, Hayden, Kyler, and Brax for making this year one to remember. Most importantly, Chris would like to thank his parents, Chris and Brandy Medina. Without them, none of this would be possible. He loves all of you.
Quincy Morgan Montoya. Quincy plans to attend NMJC in Hobbs, New Mexico on a rodeo scholarship and to get her business degree. Quincy would like to first and foremost thank her mom, dad, sister, and entire family. Their unwavering love, support, and encouragement have been the driving force behind her success. She would also like to thank all of her friends who have made her high school experience unforgettable, along with all her teachers and coaches who have helped her strive through high school.
Andy Peacock. Andy Peacock attended the Colorado State University in the fall and studied animal sciences. She will focus on her studies so that she can become a small animal leader. Mandy is thankful to her mom, dad, granny, and grandma Peacock for their endless love and support. She wants to thank her protective brothers, Charlie and Jaden. She is thankful to Madison for becoming her sister-in-law. Mandy would like to thank Brittany for her spontaneous visits. She would also like to thank Erica for being a fun sister. She would like to thank her many memorable coaches. Thank you to Mrs. Farrar for being one of the best teachers Mandy ever had. Thank you to Akima, Chloe, Sam, Sophie, Tegan, and Sarah for being her honorary sisters throughout school.
Nico Roybal. Nico's future plans are to pursue the greater treasures life has to bring. Nico would like to thank Miss Elise and Mr. Soletta and all the others who have influenced him to pursue his life as an artist.
Ellie Sam. Elliot plans to go to the Universal Technical Institute in Sacramento, California to get a welding degree. Elliot would like to thank his mom and dad and all his coaches for encouraging and supporting him.
Samantha Simmons. Sam's future plans are to attend Oklahoma State University in the fall. Sam will be studying food science and with the goal of becoming a dietitian. She will also be minoring in photography. Sam would like to thank everyone who has stuck by her side through ups and downs. She would like to thank every coach and teacher who has made an impact in her life. She would like to thank her family, specifically mom, dad, grandma, and papa. She would like to thank Brandon and Ua for everything they have done. To wrap it up, Sam would like to thank her brothers AJ, Peter, and Brax. Without each one of you, she would not be walking across this stage right now. She can't thank everyone in her life enough for all they have done for her.
Joshua Small. He plans to serve a mission for his church for 2 years and then go into real estate once he returns. Josh would like to thank his grandma and grandpa for always supporting him and raising him to try to do the right thing while also helping others. He would also like to thank Levi and his family for being there for him and giving him motivation to go on his mission and letting him fill at their house all the time, even if he did eat all their food.
Trey Turner. Trey's future plans are to attend Fort Lewis College to study business. Trey says thank you to my family for supporting me through my school years, and thank you to Tiffany for helping me get into Mancos High School.
Yannick Tito. Nick's future plans are to go back to Belgium and attend the University of Liège to study architecture. Yannick would like to thank all the people that have supported him on his way. He wants to thank his family, Josh, Ivy, Wynn, and Charlie, his family in Belgium, and his friends.
Brian Veach. Brian plans to take a gap year before going to college, during which he will be working full-time for his dad's outfitting business. He would like to thank his parents for being by his side throughout all of his years of school and always supporting him.
Hale Wayman. Hale's future plans are to go to Southern Utah University to become a mechanical engineer and to play on the football team. Hale would like to thank his family, friends, and coaches for all the support and guidance they give them.
Ronan Wise. Ronan plans to start college at CU Denver this fall, pursuing a degree in 3D graphics and animation. He will enter a different world in the city, learning new abilities and meeting new people. His goal is to change the world with creative statements and an overall positive attitude. Ronan would like to thank his family, mom, dad, and sister for giving him a childhood he couldn't forget. He says, although I don't say it enough, forever know I love you guys so much. Ronan would also like to thank Miss Elise for her patience, kindness, and life lessons she's taught. He says, I'll always remember you. Absolutely, absolutely always. Lastly, Ronan would like to thank the friends he made here at Mancos, Dennison, Levi Manning, Mandy Peacock, Sophia Dickey, Mickey McCain, Chloe Endress, and everyone that made him smile at least once.
Nicole Yazzie. Fort Lewis College next fall. She wishes to study public health and plans to study topics like epidemiology and community health. She's excited to learn how to make a positive impact on people's well-being. Nicole would like to thank her friends, family, teachers, and bosses for always being there when she needed help with schoolwork and for always motivating her. Nicole would personally like to thank Rachel and friends for everything they have done for her and sharing their experiences with her, which helped her understand how to tackle things in life. Nicole would like to thank Ms. Giles for always being there with her throughout high school, giving her advice, and overall being someone she could look up to. Nicole will always remember the people and the memories they have made with her healing.
Taya Yeomans. Taya's future plans are to attend Montana State University in Bozeman, Montana, where she will pursue a degree in business with minors in marketing and public relations. Along with her academic endeavors, Taya has also received a full ride scholarship and will play collegiate volleyball for the Bobcats. To all of Taya's closest friends, she is thankful to have each one of you in her life and will cherish the memories you've shared forever. Taya extends her gratitude to each coach, mentor, and teacher she's had for the impact they've made or the impact they've had on her life. Overall, all else, Taya wants to thank her family for their unwavering love and support. She truly is beyond grateful for each one of you. In addition, Taya wants to thank her mom, Brianna, for not only being her role model, but also her best friend. Above all, Taya gives all the glory to God as she chooses this chapter and embraces the next adventure.
Jason Seatbelt. Casey plans to attend Northwest Lyman College in Denton, Texas in the fall. Jason would like to thank his mom and dad for raising him and taking care of him. He would also like to thank Papa Ronnie and Grandma Kathy for being just down the road and helping him out. He would like to thank his Papa D and Grandma Debbie for always supporting him and being there. He would like to thank his sister for supporting him. He would also like to thank Logan for making all these years of school more interesting and fun. Last, he would like to thank Destiny for making his senior year that much better.
One more time for our senior class sponsors, Ms. Sarah Carr and Mr. Will Custer. Mr. Cordry, Ms. Hutchinson Brown, and all the other Board of Education members, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the faculty of Mancos School District RE-6, I certify that each of these students has met the requirements for graduation set forth by the state of Colorado and Mancos School District RE-6 Board of Education. Make some noise. I now pronounce you graduates of Mancos High School. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise while the graduates make their way to the front of the Performance Center, where you may join them for pictures. Thank you all for being here to celebrate this once-in-a-lifetime moment.